I'm back. It only took me 2 billion years to come back. I don't know why TikTok's not working. I'm gonna check real quick. Why isn't Restream working all of a sudden? Hold on one second. I gotta log in again because this thing never works right. One second. Um, why does the Restream thing look all messed up? An error occurred. Please try again later. No. I'm figuring this out right now. I don't know what it's doing. Not sure why it's not letting me do anything. Let's go over to the Restream studio area. I don't get it. It says connected. We're doing this one without TikTok. I'll have to figure it out another day. I'm already live, and I'm not going to make everyone sit around and wait.
The Ilzabard contingent have contained the threat on their front. Things appear to be under control for the time being. Though it remains unclear why the fissures opened up in the first place.
It was
According
me.
to Tataru, similar ruptures are occurring across the star.
One thing is clear, however. The phenomenon is not without pattern. The tendency for fissures to emerge is pronounced in regions deeply connected to the void. Places where the barrier between the two worlds is at its thinnest.
I fear there may be a place in far greater peril than Garlemald. Though it hath since been sealed, you will recall there is a great void gate that we ourselves had cause to open. A gate which was instrumental in our bid to reunite Vritra with his sister and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
Oh gods. The moon.
With our attention fixed upon planar fissures, I failed to consider this vulnerability. All other paths unto the void are but pinpricks in the veil compared to that great lunar rift.
And that rift might be yawning open as we speak. We'd better hurry.
Let us make for Bestway's burrow. I dare say the Loporrits are well aware of current event.
Alright.
We ought to have Kryl join us once she finishes tending to the wounded. I shall likewise contact Y'shtola. Her knowledge of the moon's void gate is second to none.
A number of my fellow Garleans now call Mare Lamentorum home. Alphino, Alize, please see they come to no harm.
We'll be back before you know it.
A quick word, if you will.
Sure. What up?
I'm not sure whether you'll run into Zero during the course of all this, but if you do, would you give this to her? Emergency rations, in case of a protracted battle. Can't imagine she's eating all that well in the void. She likes dumplings.
Oh, good.
Given thy panicked state, I presume the Loporrits too are beset with void scent.
Oh, what sweet relief it is to see you all. Yes, void scent. And lots of them. They suddenly came pouring forth from the crater.
I had dearly hoped to find my worries unfounded.
For some unknown reason, the void gate seems to have partially opened. Living Ray dashed off to activate the Brams and halt the Fiend's invasion, but she hasn't come back, and we've since lost contact.
I suggest we make for the Brands without delay.
Easy enough. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that's not good. I can actually see it. Oh. Living way. Are there more? Okay, good. Wake up. Wake up.
I'm saved! I dread to think what would have befallen me if you hadn't intervened. Oh, I was never in any real danger, of course. I knew you would realize our plight and rush to our rescue.
Then why didn't you move?
Atheris is likewise plagued with void scent. If only we'd prioritized further development of the void scent slaughter bots, we could have stemmed the tide ourselves. Oh, what a tremendous demonstration that would have been. Irrefutable proof that I was mankind's staunchest ally and the greatest lubberate to ever live. I can practically taste the praise. Fortunately, I was able to activate the brands. Should any more void scent emerge from the gate, they ought to be confined to the crater. Unless, of course, the void gate begins to expand of its own accord, or some gargantuan monstrosity tries to barge through. I don't foresee any major problem.
Why would you say that?
Oh, no, we're doomed.
There you are.
I left the data in Shale's capable hands and teleported here as soon as I heard. And ere you ask, I made sure to bring the key with me.
Thank you.
Then the real threat yet awaits us.
'Tis Golbez's domain beyond the Void Gate. I wonder how he and Zira are faring.
We're gonna jump in, aren't we? We're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump in. We're gonna jump in.
By the 12.
That's ancient language. This is not the outfit for this cutscene. Probably should have remelded my PvP stuff. Unite the stars into one. Let none bar your path. What? That's Golbez. That's Zero. Are we gonna go? Are we opening the portal and just teleporting ourselves? Can we planar travel at will? Oh my god, I think we can. We can. Whoa. Hey, Zero's back. Shh.
What are you doing here?
A visit felt long overdue.
Only you could be so carefree amidst all this. May as well make yourself useful. The gate's sheer size appears to have made it a tempting target.
What is that?
A dread voice.
That's Enuo?
From the benighted depths of the ocean.
Man, we're just pulling all the FF5 deep lore out.
They kept to the confines of their domain while Zeromus endured. No longer, it would seem. And once they had discovered a path to the Red Moon, they wasted no time in making the journey.
Leave the void scent nearby to us. You take care of Enuo.
Alright, I'll do it.
Facing this many
For $20 and a dozen donuts.
approach.
Wait. Alright.
Void scent can change their form at will. Both light and darkness are mine to wield. Besides, what better to purge darkness from the void than darkness itself?
Throw rocks at him. Oh, okay.
Who dares face me? A mere mortal.
Anyone was master of the void.
Hast thou come in search of power? Renown.
No.
I fight.
Dang, we got the chiptune and everything.
Without end. All who stand before me shall fall.
We'll see. It's The Unmaking. Now accessible. Ooh. Gotta give it 5 minutes. Ooh. Sovereign of Naught. We went anywhere.
All who dare oppose me shall quake before the silken dark.
Not gross. I see.
The void's power is mine to wield. Perish. Be still.
Gaze of the Void. Oh. I still got it. I can still sight read mechanics.
Accept your downfall.
Not hunts. Don't know what this does, but I'm gonna get away from those things. Oh, they circle. They circle. They go in a circle. They're like bouncy balls. Bro, you gotta keep moving, Home Slice. You can't just sit there. I'm fainting this. Good luck, tanks. Meltdown.
Does the yawning rift not tempt you?
Vacuum. Oh. Oh, they move outward. Good to know. I didn't think that would happen. Ooh.
The void consumes. Naught will endure. Neither past nor future.
I breathe the darkness, left the light, guide me.
You must break free.
The underlings are no more. Now to deal with NOO.
Life and death rendered meaningless.
What is... He's in Atomos?
Light, protect us.
I will not yield my domain. Such is the power of the void.
Oh, they're fighting with us. Oh no! Oh no! It's in reverse! It's in reverse! Oh my gas! No! No! Don't! Let me out! I don't want to be here! Okay, I don't have a billion status effects. It's not like the OG Almagast. Uh-oh.
The void's power is mine to wield.
Not grows. There's two, and they're both extruding. I should be fine here. Ooh, okay. Just gonna go ahead and feint that.
Behold the truth of this world.
I'm going for it.
Accept your downfall.
Uh-oh. I want to be out of here.
Doth the yawning rift not tempt you?
Okay, these go outward and then explode. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I wasn't paying attention! I'm a genius! Someone clip that! I'll never do anything that cool again! Want to be over here.
Doth the yawning rift not tempt you? Be still.
I'm alive! I don't have anything. Almost. Bro, heal. I can't believe this. Is healing like super hard now or something? Or one of them was dead, weren't there? Another hard res. You're gonna have to.
Void's power is mine to wield.
Aw, dude. Okay. You guys gotta heal yourselves.
Behold the truth of this world. Accept your downfall.
I think they're gonna do it with just 2 tanks. Wow. Wow.
They must be sealed away.
Memoria. I'll see one of those in a minute. Still have that thing?
I'm glad you came. We would have struggled to face Enuo alone. I presume you journeyed here to prevent more void scent from passing through the gate.
With Enuo defeated, there are none left in this realm who pose a serious threat. I dare say the problem is resolved.
Void scent are emerging from fissures across the source, not just here.
Cause for alarm. Tell us more. So the breach wasn't limited to the Void Gate, for better or worse. Precious little has changed in the 13th since Zeromus fell. Have you noticed anything unusual?
I know not the reason events have unfolded this way, but there is, perhaps, an explanation as to why the Void Gate and the fissures opened. Here, in my domain, even the slightest change is keenly felt. When the gate opened, I sensed not the workings of some external force. Rather, it felt as if the barrier between our worlds was weakening naturally, moment by moment, until the two came to meet.
And you think this weakening could be happening elsewhere?
'Tis a possibility.
What of Razatan and Garlemald?
Garlemald's fine. I don't know about Razatan.
Eulus took mercy upon the interloper. Whether Void Sent or Guardian, we all share the same longing for hope. Should we meet, I will gladly offer them aid. Please tell Eulus as much. Wait, how exactly did you get here? No mortal could traverse the Void Gate in its current state.
I'm that good.
And this path of yours is still there. I cannot see it.
Only I can see the magic doorways.
Nor does it reveal itself to me. Perhaps the path serves only the key bearer.
So it is not a means to travel freely back and forth. A pity. I would have liked to see my friends again.
Now seems an opportunity to give Zero the parcel Julius prepared for her. Something for me? Food, is it? Julius speaking of the dumplings his mother used to make. Thank you for the parcel and the fond memories. There's more enough to share with Golbez that he forgoes the aether of others. I'm sure I'll appreciate the sustenance. I sometimes wonder what the void would be like if culinary traditions flourished here once more, whether it would suffice to break the cycle of mutual consumption. Until I battle her, I hadn't called upon darkness to tell the truth. I find light better fit these days. Ever since you left, we've been roving the void in search of individuals who would join our cause. Although we returned from the Red Rooms after sensing Edo's presence, rarely do we linger in such a location. However, the interloper you spoke of doesn't tend to seek me out. It might be wise to return to my domain. Why don't you join us? With anyone who defeated the source should be no imminent danger. Good, we'll wait for you by the crater. There's a teleporter situated between here and the center of the moon. I use it to travel the surface in days long past, though I seldom had need once my generals were in place. Ingram herself crafted the device I might lay low the servant of life. Ironic that we use it now to restore light to the void. Forgive my idle reminiscences. 'Tis time we made our descent. Wow, it's been a second since I was here. Many who live here are now chosen to do so because they support the cause. Indeed, our numbers continue to go. We may require more territory. We were able to harness residual ether from Barbarich's domain. Those reserves will enable me to expand mine if the need arises. Right, we had best prepare our potential guests. Join me in my abode when you're ready. What? Zero's amazing goal is... okay. Oops. Imagine you remember these. The transmitters we used to receive light from the first. Memory serves, they work by channeling excess ether left in the wake of the flood into the Crystal Tower. Using the tower's crossref travel capabilities, light is then conveyed into the 13th and into these devices. I don't have in mind to use them now, but they'll need to be set in an elevated location. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated.
Upon activation, these transmitters will shine with light from beyond, sent courtesy of our ever-watchful friends. They will serve as beacons in the dark for those that would seek me out.
Now we wait.
Zero, and this is my domain. 'Tis a safe haven for those who abhor conflict. Among those gathered here, many aspire to restore this world to how it once.
Such a thing is possible.
indeed. Though how long the endeavor will take, I cannot say. But for those of us abandoned by death itself, what do we have but time to try, and try again?
Very well. This latest application your comrades spoke true. However, any extra story will
You.
shall have mine.
Okay.
And you shall have mine.
Seems Julius' intervention would help forge a new bond. Thank you for bringing word to me. I gather you'll head home sooner rather than later? You will not be able to freely return to Jerusalem, not yet. I'd like to look around a little bit, honestly. Golbez is even stronger than Barbaration was. I thought it was best to keep out of his way. That said, Farfellow tells me Golbez isn't so frightening these days. Perhaps he was with the will of someone less terrifying? There's not a lot of NPCs to talk to here, so I'm just kind of looking. Oh, there's no one here. No, I guess that's everything. Seems Julius' intervention has helped forge a new bond. Okay. Yes. Let's return to the Red Moon.
Would you deliver a message to Euless for me? Tell him that we're making progress towards rebuilding our home. And I hope that he is too.
Well, sure, I'll do it.
Enuo's Memoria will be safe here. The crystal containing Zeromus has been passed on to our allies in the First. If Enuo's Memoria might serve them in restoring their world, we shall likewise consider its transfer.
How much simpler it would be to aid one another in our respective fights, were it not for these boundaries between us.
That's 9.0 or 10.0. That's Avengers Endgame when all the portals open and everyone just charges through.
They're fighting too.
Clip that. It's 10.0. It's where Avengers Endgame happens.
No luck, I'm afraid. It appears he's not in Mare Lamentorum.
There I am, wandering around. That's me.
Wait. Is that...
Found
God, you had us worried. You suddenly disappeared. We didn't know what to think.
I got lost. That must have been freaky for your Stola, because she can see Aether. I just blip out of existence. She must have thought, oh shit, we're fucked.
Shortly after you vanished, the void-sent incursion abruptly ended. We surmised you had a hand in that, but never did it cross our minds that you were fighting alongside Zero and Golbez.
This golden path you said you traversed wasn't visible to us either. Nor did we hear a voice. Ethos. Might this be the key's true name? While many mysteries remain, for now, I am glad to learn the state of affairs in the 13th. Golbez's suspicion that the barrier twixt worlds has begun to weaken could certainly explain the surge in fissures manifesting in the source.
Yet what could be behind such a phenomenon?
Oh.
And who might you be? Not a void-sent, I'd wager.
I like how Thancred's gotten so good at detecting Asians. He's like, yep, gun to this random woman on the moon.
Greetings. I am Helmaroot of the Asians.
One of the, like, 5 that are left.
Sworn foes, I know. But on this occasion, will you not put away your arms? I wish only to talk. Thank you for affording me a chance. Bereft of the unsundered, we were under the impression you and yours no longer had cause to continue your activities, that you should reveal yourself at this juncture. I assume you are the one who bestowed Calyx with the knowledge of summoning and the reflection. Yes, that is correct.
Is he alive?
Was it necessary to reveal my present form as well? Calyx. So he succeeded in transferring his memories after all. Be at ease. Even were I to occupy a combat-oriented vessel, they would not have the ability to defeat you. You destroyed my plan, my life's work. I have naught to replace it, nor will I ever regain what I once had.
If you wish wish to speak, Almarut. Will you not tell us what it is that you hope to accomplish?
As you know, our star Aetheris was sundered into 4 and 10 shards in the time of the Ancients.
Oh, she's got the old way of speaking. 4 and 10.
As the will of the star, Hydaelyn perpetuated this unnatural division for millennia.
Oh.
And in the wake of her passing, nature has begun to reassert itself. As a wound knits itself together, the star seeks to become whole once more. Yes, it seeks to rejoin with all of its shards. Unlike the one we Ascians attempted to orchestrate, however, the star's rejoining will afford mankind no special treatment. All life and matter will be condensed into a single whole and remade for a new beginning. A complete rebirth. Aetheris will return to the way it once was. Hundreds of millions of years past. To a quiet and peaceful time. Long before the light of mankind was kindled.
Supposing for a moment we believe you, how can you possibly know all this?
It is an inevitability that I have foreseen since time immemorial. A future that awaits should creation be freed from the influence of Hydaelyn and Zodiac. The star is tolerant to life. It holds no grudges, and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered. Yet by the same token, it is indifferent to life's survival. No amount of devastation and death can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning. The earth shakes, and mountains spew fire. Floods wash away the fruits of labor, and icy winds freeze and starve. Countless perish as nature runs its course. So many seeds of life have already been lost, yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come. But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice. When all creation is reunited. When that day comes, every last trace of mankind shall be erased. I cherish boorish man's journey. Despite losing his innocence and being made to live with suffering, he has forged ever onward. Strong, even as he is weak, his is a proud tale in the history of the star. It would be a shame for that tale to end, for all to wither and die, when some might yet survive. Would you not agree?
If a natural rejoining doth lead unto the solstice, then thine intent is to preemptively rejoin the worlds.
That would explain the rejoining.
Correct. It was for this very purpose that Halmerud recruited suitable collaborators from the Reflections. Individuals like me, who would willingly doom another world in order to fulfill their aspirations. The Winterers, we are called. And if you and yours seek to protect all life, then sooner or later you shall have to contend with us.
The Winterers.
Even if everything you claim is true, what you've done, Calyx, it's unforgivable. I do not ask that you be pragmatic, nor do I seek your approval. Given your familiarity with other reflections, 'tis only natural that you are averse to our methods. But there is one irrefutable fact that you must understand. Should we take no action at all, the solstice will come, and no one will be left alive. No one. Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit.
Get away from me! No! He's not here, right?
Pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
Okay, he's dead. Okay.
Wait!
I thought he was about to jump down and, like, try to hug me. Starcy said, that's preposterous. Far highly made no mention of a natural rejoinder. I ought to consult the records to be certain. But not before thanking you for dispatching the void set so handily. You well and truly saved the day. The implications of the solstice and the winter schemes, as well as our approach before, will take time to consider. To that end, I believe we should gather and speak in person. And by we, I mean all fellow scions. Why don't we reconvene at the Rising Stones? I know Tatera and the others would be happy to meet us all there. No doubt we could all use some respite after going, but I trust there are no objections. "'Tis settled. To the Rising Stones, then." Isha said, "'Tis settled. Pray, let us return to the Rising Stones." I will be right back. Hello? What the heck is that in the next room? There's something, like, breaking through the wall. I like how there's no reason to come into this room anymore. Since leaving for Terrell, we've had almost constant movement. It feels like good to put my feet up in the familiar stomping ground. In spite of times vicissitudes, some things endure. This sanctuary is surely among them. At a time like this, the company of friends is all the more precious. Let's just change since we last gathered here. No doubt Tatara is chiefly responsible for prevailing state of tidiness. She and a great many of our comrades are en route. Let us wait for them a while longer. Just who... Are we getting the B team? Who is everyone? This is everyone. We just wait for, like, Tataru and, like, the... Like, Arnvald and Fordola? There's no way they're bringing the original B team back, right? Ever since Stormblood, they've kind of been... Well, I take that back. Ever since the beginning of Endwalker, they've kind of been on...
Since last we gathered here.
Post.
Though our order's dissolution was indeed in name only, thereafter we did largely operate independent of one another. All of which is to say, full glad am I to stand in such esteemed company once more. Apologies for our delay.
Jorge Boulder? Jorge Boulder. Trust. Jorge Boulder is about to solo all of 8.0. Oh, wow! We have the OG B team.
We're reporting for duty, as bid.
Wow. No Royal? These guys haven't really done anything since, yeah, it's been a long time.
This is everyone that we could round up on short notice. The others are still en route.
Oh, okay.
Estinian alone we weren't able to make contact with, but we're working on it.
No doubt his link pearl is buried at the bottom of his bag. Knowing him, he'll turn up when we least expect it.
Now, as much as I'd like to savour our reunion, Tataru tells us there have been developments. Will you apprise us of the details?
It's been like literal a decade since some of these guys have gotten like real screen time.
The Winterers and the Solstice.
The veracity of Halmarut's claims remains unclear. Yet it cannot be denied that, in his bid to convert the living into endless, Calyx was privy to knowledge of the reflections and more.
And the Winterers are formed of others, like him.
In light of the recent void scent incursions, I believe it would be wise to treat the solstice as a genuine threat. The problem is how to deal with it.
Both the source and the reflections are home to irreplaceable life. I would protect them all if I could. But if doing so means ushering in complete annihilation, then what can we possibly do? I wonder, was Hydaelyn aware of the solstice?
I don't think so.
Given that we had no knowledge of it when you journeyed to Elpis, you couldn't have warned Venar. So it is entirely possible she was unaware. But in the course of sustaining the Sunlit Star, she may have glimpsed this eventuality.
Well, I think she knew and chose to trust in us.
So she believed that we could overcome this trial as well. Or rather, that the choice was ours to make.
Whichever it may be, it is we who must find the answer. We who live in the here and now.
Perhaps we could take a recess? Oh, I dare say everyone could use a rest.
Indeed. We have ample food for thought, and it would be good to catch each other up.
Ere I forget, Hereon, I believe you should keep the key, Ethos, in your possession. After all, it seems that is one mystery I am not destined to unravel.
Speak with the Scions. Golden and I remained in Corvus to monitor the situation among the Guardians in the Corvosi, though seldom soothsaying at the time the Regent said we were able to return. I understand that the Guardian community has made great strides in improving relations with other people. Hearing that, I feel renewed zeal for resolving the issues in Corvus. Then perhaps you'd like to hear more about the Guardian's accomplishments from me and the twins. It might stoke that fire even hotter. Eno and I were training in Gridania when Winston attacked the 12s, but thankfully we were able to fend them off with the help of the twin adders. When I heard the invasion had already spread across the star, I realized the gravity of the situation and ordered a confidential report sent to the other Scions. That's why Tatara was so quickly appraised. Thanks to you, we were able to make haste for Garlemald. Alright. Judging by your guise, Clemens, your studies must have been productive. Indeed, I have more or less mastered the fundamental principles of Charlian astrology. At one point I considered exploring other healing arts, but decided to persevere with the more focused training to better leverage my skills on the battlefield. I don't think I'd be much use on the battlefield these days. I can scarcely hold my bow steady, let alone hit a target, so sorely bereft of brotherly ministrations as I am. I knew you still required constant supervision. You two haven't changed in the slightest. It makes me wonder how our colleagues that couldn't join us today are faring. It was by no means an easy decision, but as the solstice is now our paramount concern, at least have I opted to formally withdraw from our efforts in Garlemald. After all, anything we can do to protect our world will also serve to keep the Guardians safe. Julius and his comrades are already working towards a brighter future of their own accord. Honestly, I'm more worried about us. It's so difficult to see the path ahead, but hopefully we can get through this and return to Garlemald with our heads held high one day. In the meantime, let's prepare a letter for Julius and the community. We mustn't Okay. After NJ went off on our own, we decided to spend some time exploring Zakh-Turel. We never had the chance to visit during the Rite of Succession, you see. We journeyed east through, oh Jesus, Lo Zenihida before before heading up the coast to frigid northern reaches where they revere storied beasts of the sea. The excursion only served to reinforce just how diverse Chirao really is. We also met with the Wallachie, though we had not time to study their arts at length. We were privy to several intriguing demonstrations. Wow, they met the Blue Mages. Would we could have indulged the curiosity further and traveled yet to more distant lands, for better or for worse, pragmatism tempered our wanderlust. Suffice to say, we still have plenty to see of the continent. I should very much like to return given the chance. Seems everyone has much to discuss about. Anyway, you're overdue for a proper day. The peace and quiet will help you think. Feel free to make yourself comfortable in Dawn's respite. Oh. Did I go outside? Dawn's respite is inside. It's weird seeing more Dona in a cutscene again.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit. Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
I detest evenings such as this. Too bright, too stimulating. The mind distracted by the inconsequential.
Is it Calyx?
You needn't be so wary. I merely come to offer information before my departure. Halmarut and I will soon cross the rift to observe the enactment of another winter's plan. Our destination is the fourth. A world locked in ice, whose lands are blanketed in thick clouds. In order to survive, man has fled to the skies, using great magics to establish new civilizations.
Why tell me where you're going?
I have my own designs I would see realized. Nothing more.
Calyx, do you want us to win?
Believe me or don't, as you like. For all I know, you lack the means to follow us anyway. What Halmarut said to you earlier. She suggested that dealing with the reflections might satisfy your ambition. But is that truly so? You have seen battles beyond counting, have defeated even the fear of death. Is there some conclusion that you seek, no matter the cost?
Oh, I'm taking a screenshot of that.
I will share with you a truth. We Winterers each have an ambition that we wish to fulfill. To that end, we may share information with one another, but we do not necessarily share the same beliefs. Just as you and yours decried my actions, I find those of my fellows objectionable. Be that as It is the culmination of our lives' works that we would bring to the world. Fruits born of undying devotion, daring aspiration, and unwavering ideals. No matter how we are reviled, no matter what we must steal, our actions will be vindicated by those who abide in the future we create. In your benevolence, you may seek to save everything and everyone. But once all is consequently consigned to oblivion, your noble deeds will amount to nothing more than folly. For no living soul shall remain to judge them.
If shattered stars are doomed to mend, how turns the key to Winter's End? Trail to the heavens. Good patch. And I'm kind of exhausted. I'm gonna call it here.